Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to install a throttle to e-bike. Normally they come default without throttle. You have to install it by yourself. They come just with the Shimano gear system and you have to get like plus to just change the gear. And when you pedal only, then they get the power from the back wheel and it accelerates only for a few seconds. To change this behavior, we have to install a throttle so that you can actually pull this throttle and it will go like motorbike fast. Yeah, so let's see how to install throttle. I got already all equipments. So if you see, it already got wonderful throttle. Then we have the handle and then we have the covering for throttle. Let's start it. Exactly, before we start installing our throttle, we first make sure that we have all the keys which fits to unscrew these things. And also for Shimano, we have over here, we have to unscrew this. You need a proper screwdriver. Yeah, looks like star. Exactly. We have to get rid of these things. We have to move this little back until here, just say 2 centimeter, or maybe yeah, just 1 finger. Exactly. And we'll start this moving little back, and we'll start putting our throttle over here, and let's see how it works out. Okay, so I already got my brakes and gear shifted back a little bit. It's like only 2 finger because I'm sure that the throttle will take almost like this, and then we have another some centimeter to. Let's have a look actually. So if you check like this, the one which we are going to connect here is this much, and the throttle is this much. Yeah, so do not tighten everything. First we install the throttle here, and then we see how much gap we have, and based on this we will adjust the length. Okay, let's start with first taking this out. Actually, it's a piece of rubber. It's a little hard, very hard actually. And let me finish this with both hands. Yeah, so it took me a hell amount of time to take this thing out. Yeah, and it's very strong. Okay, so basically we will start with this. So you have to make sure that the metal part is inside and you can throttle it properly. So let's start with this point. So I keep the cables and everything outside, and I'm gonna take this in. Yeah, and I make sure this is actually on the looking it down. So let's try this. So it's okay, it looks good. Now we have only a little space left out over here, and let's see to fix our new grip, how far it should go inside. So you see, we still have like kind of good centimeters. So yeah, that is the reason why I said you do not tighten anything. Just start fixing this first, and let's see how far it goes inside, and then we can start tightening everything. If you have noticed, you already got some kind of like such kind of cap which comes between your grip and your throttle to make it smooth operation. So you install this first. Do not forget to put this back inside like this, and yeah. Okay, now we are ready to install this grip and see how it works out. Then after this, once we connect this over here, then we'll start tightening all the screws and everything. And I also recommend for this cable, you have to align this cable together with all other cables going all the way down. This is one of the beautiful way that you can do. Okay, so one more very important point: when you put this grip inside, you have to make sure that you have at least a 1 mm space to move this throttle very freely. If it is like very tight, it will be very uncomfortable to throttle. So great, I'm finished installing my rubber grip. It's very easy. You just need to kind of do it in clockwise direction. It goes very smoothly in then. And you have to make sure that you feel like the metal is already hitting at the edge. So you have to make sure it's hit at the edge, and you can feel it like from here. Make sure that you have a gap off only about kind of like 1 mm, and then you start with your brakes and your gear. So make sure that you have everything aligned. Adjust your brake based on your driving behavior, and throttle is also. Yeah, and then I have my gears. Now the last part is to check all the cables, how it is running and how it is looking from there. So this should come like this. I'm gonna make here, I'm gonna move my brake a little bit down because I like down, and then my Shimano gear there here. The first part I'm gonna tight is my brake. This is the important, so it can hold everything together, so it will not move a little front or back. So let's first tight all the screws, and then we can go with the electrical cable, how we are going to manage and plug in. Okay guys, what I noticed with this throttle, actually we got the special key here which doesn't come with your normal installation kit of bicycle. So you need to use your own hexagon screw, which I already got with me. You can see, yeah, and this is the place where you can tighten your throttle system. Just make sure, actually, because I'm making some special protection for this throttle, that when it falls down, it shouldn't break. So I'm just going to use as a protector for my throttle. So I'm going to use it and tighten it a little bit close, just keeping one maybe 5 centimeter far from way. Yeah. So handle installation is already over. I can feel it, like it's very smooth, very free. There is no kind of blockage over here, nothing, and my hand can reach like good. So I need to be like this. Brake is good, functioning, and reach gear plus and minus. Cool. Now we will start with the wiring and electrical part. So make sure that you need to connect this, actually, which goes all the way from here until this box. So this is the electrical control unit for this bicycle. I'm gonna unscrew this all and take it out and see where I can connect this. Let's wait, let's do. So you have to make sure this, as soon as you start to open all of the screws, you will see this, all the cables which will jump out. Might be they are not properly managed inside the box, but yeah, we have to be sure. Just to make sure, this guys, this electro bike is not so costly. It is a beginner's level bike, which cost me only €1,000. Yeah, so do not expect that they have one of the best cabling management or system or something like this. So you have to really take care before you open such kind of boxes. I think I need my both hand to open this box. So finally I managed to open, but still it looks like cool, good. They are really managed, not so bad. This our ECU, electrical control unit, for this bicycle in this silver color. I'm not going to touch anything. For me it is relevant only one cable, which you see, this one exactly. So we are going to run all our cables from handle until here, in the same pattern and connect the final to this. I'll show you later on how to connect this. It's not focusing my camera, but yeah, sure. Okay, good. So let me zoom. It's 1 2 3 4 4 pin with one kind of slot inside. Okay, let's try to do this. So guys, before I start cabling this overall cable and run through the cycle, I have a habit to test everything before I start investing my time on something which I'm not sure. So yeah, so let's connect this cable actually. So I'm gonna connect this with this one of the port over here, you see, and it got notch, and this notch should actually match with your cable. If this is not going simply inside with the notch, that means you're doing something wrong. So let me connect this. It should just take a second, and finally it is connected. It just took 1 second and 1 click without any mistake. It just went inside. Now what we're gonna do, actually, we can just put the battery over here and try the throttle that it works or not before we start cabling everything properly. Yeah, so I just left the cable running like this. I'm keeping my ECU down on the floor. Doesn't make any issue. Okay, so let me get my battery and connect. Finally, I got my battery connected, guys, and I see there is no disturbance of wire. There is no shorting anywhere. Nothing is connecting to any metal. Let's move this out. Yeah, there's no connection which is sorting our cable or something. Let me check finally one time. Yeah, there's nothing. What we do now, we just go and turn on our display. Yes, let me see the power. It's full power. Okay, I can just go put my stand over here. Yeah, so let's see how it works. So I'm gonna throttle first. Let me push a little bit on the stand. Yay, cool, it works. Cool, it works now. So test success, and let's start getting our cable done properly. So first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove this cable again back from the ECU and fix this all the way from the left hand side. Might be because I can see on the left hand side there's less cable, and move it all the way like this. And we already got some cable binders like this, and we'll bind all the cables with this. Probably in the costly bikes, they always have something to run the cable directly inside the frame. So in that case, it will be a little difficult for you guys to pass the cable from the frame and take it out from here out and put it into the ECU. Yeah, so let me start cabling first. Finally, guys, I finished cabling. So I used the same spot how it was before connecting. I used the new cable binders. I just went through all over here, beautifully connected all the cables and all the way down. Very important for notice is when you go run the cable through bottom, it's very important that you connect how much you can the cable binders, because if one of the cable goes to the chain, it's very difficult, then it will break everything. I went all the way here. It was short. The original cable binder which I got from the bicycle company, it was less, so I used my own white color. Yeah, and I binded them how much I can. Good. Now I'm gonna organize something. I'm going to do something over here in the ECU section, because it looks like it's not a waterproof, and might be when it is raining it can go inside the ECU section. So might I'll put some kind of like little bit waterproofing them or water resistance, so that there should be no rainwater should go inside or something. Yeah, let's do this. I'll show you how to do this. Exactly. Before we proceed to waterproof this, first important is that we cut all the extra cable binders what we just connected, so otherwise it will look very bad. So I got a special tool to cut this cable. Okay, so I'm gonna use the just 1 mm left. Okay, everywhere, wherever I have this. Oh, these white ones are really strong. They are good quality. Yes. So guys, I've finally finished cutting all the cables. I mean all. So finally guys, I've finished cutting all the cable binders. So they look nice now. There's no excess. I always try to keep at least a 2 point left when I cut cable binders, because in case if it is like slipping out, at least there are 2 points to hold. So do not cut like company default. They don't keep any kind of space. So it's not good practice. So guys, I just finished making in order this ECU. So I just binded one more cable which is holding the whole cable set. So next time when I open it, should not fall like this directly. Now let's do some waterproofing on this. So what I'm going to take is very normal polythene bag, which I'm going to put this on this ECU segment and seal it. Let's do it. Finally it looks like this. Actually it's a good practice actually, and I just kept some holes inside this sheet a little bit for ventilation in case if there is any airflow needed. But at least it makes me peace of mind that it is still secure, that even if the water will come in a little bit, drops or something, still it can resist. Okay guys, so I finished setting up overall box properly. The reason behind this why I put this plastic cover inside, because when you drive and your wheels are moving, they spill a lot of water on this ECU, and you will never know how force it will take to go inside the water. I mean, like, it can happen anything. So better to protect this complete electrical unit, because they are very costly. I sealed this properly. The screws are fitting properly. It's, as I said, it's still a cheap product, so it can happen if you tighten too fast your screw, it can break the screw holder. Great, so we have finished almost everything, and everything looks nice. I'll try to connect the battery now, and then we can test our final result, how it works out. Okay, so battery is already connected, and we can check our final result. So let's get the bike on. Let's see. Battery is on, it shows full. Nice. And let's throttle a little bit. Let's push this, and wow, super. Brake works, everything is there. Let's change the mode to 3 speed and see how fast it goes. Throttling. Wow, you see, 19 km/h. And brake. Amazing. So finally our test is success, and we successfully installed the throttle without any problem, and this was my first time to install any throttle on any e-bike, and it was pretty simple, very good. Okay, great. Thank you very much for watching.